Hello, and welcome back to the Richard Talaferro podcast. There you are at your desk on a normal Monday when an email comes across your screen. The company wants you back in the office 5 days a week. Now, you've spent a lot of time and money arranging your life to be in a flexible working arrangement. Your productivity is great, your overall health is better, and your boss sees the great results you deliver. But now what? That is the dilemma that Amazon office workers currently face. The company recently mandated not just a return to the office, but a return to a 5 day a week schedule in the office. Of course, there was an uproar about it, with some saying they may leave the company altogether, and other companies may try to follow suit. This mandate flies in the face of studies that show workers are generally more productive working at least a hybrid schedule. Many people, during and post pandemic, rearranged their lives to work remotely and found that they work better and are happier not being in the office 5 days a week. Yet, many companies are persisting to have their teams back, and it's causing a lot of angst among workers. So, what can you do when the boss wants you back in the office and you don't want to be? One thing to do is to talk to your boss. And yes, this will take some courage. But before you do that, take an inventory. What are your circumstances at home, and how will that affect your return to office? Have you been working remotely, and will the new mandate require you to make a longer commute or even a relocation? Will the new arrangement be a hardship for you and your family? Having an honest conversation with your boss about where you are will be difficult. There are pressures that they are facing too. Present your case as a win win. If you're more productive outside the office, be able to demonstrate that and remind them of your value to the company, regardless of your location. Another thing is to start thinking about your backup plan right now. If your conversation with your boss doesn't go the way you want it, then it's time to think about your next steps. There are practical steps to take, such as dusting off the resume for an update and preparing to do the same for your LinkedIn profile. Now would also be a good time to check your finances and make sure that they are in order. It's also a great time to zoom out a little. Do I want to continue doing this work at this company? If you're at Amazon right now and you're thinking about leaving, there are other companies that would jump at the opportunity to have you on their team. Start getting curious and check out who is hiring in your particular field that doesn't require you to be in the office all the time. Or maybe now is the moment for you to launch that business that you've been dreaming of starting. It is a daunting task to go into business for yourself and be an entrepreneur. Understand that because I'm living that right now. And there is a freedom to calling your own shots and working in the way that you want to work that is unmatched and thrilling. And lastly, you can talk to others about your situation or those who have been there. You are not alone in wanting to work in a way that works for you. Many workers dream of continuing to work in hybrid and flexible arrangements and understand the difficulty and anger that come with return to office mandates. Your coworkers and friends may have advice and insights into negotiating your way into a better work arrangement or cutting the cord and leaving that office altogether. Leaning on friends and coworkers for support is crucial at this time. Many of them are probably feeling the same concerns that you are. The pandemic and the lockdowns showed us what was possible when it comes to remote and hybrid work. There are studies showing that remote work does have benefits for workers and for companies. Yet, many companies like Amazon are continuing to demand employees be back in the office more often, and that's leaving those workers at a crossroads. So, I have a couple questions for you. Is such a move leaving you at a career crossroads? And what do you think your options are? I'd love to know. If you're searching for work that works for you, I invite you to go to richardtaliaferro.com and schedule a complimentary call with me, and let's talk about it. Thanks for listening, and talk to you next week.